What's up, my favorite people? What's up, Michigan? Let's see here. Man, what a beautiful day in Michigan today. It's got to be about 80 out. Scooter out. Got a little vitamin D. Beautiful. Beautiful. I know I'm early, but I want to get on here so we can talk a little more because I got a set time. I got to leave. So we'll just get used to coming on a little bit early. That's how we'll take care of that problem. Yes, sir. All right, here's the code. Let me double check it real quick. There you go. There we go. So, not too much going on today. Besides, it's pretty warm out. That's pretty nice. I like that. Wifey just booked some tickets. What up, Shane? Wifey just booked some tickets to the Sunshine State. So that's cool. Go down there and get some more vitamin D. So yeah, Shane, that rattlesnake is the massasauga. So I was saying it wrong. Massasauga. It's the only venomous one I think we have up here in Michigan. No, it was all me that got me booted, Shane. It was a video I did up north, all by myself. So, but they could pick any video they wanted to do that. And I think maybe I was getting close to my 90 because I think every 90 days one of your strikes falls off. I think. Not real sure on that, but so wouldn't be surprised in another 90 or close to 90 they come up with another strike or something. That's why I kind of want to get rid of the whole talking about the vaccine and all that. This channel they're not really worried about. We only got 70, so you can get away with a little bit more stuff on here. So it's not a big deal. But on the other one, where you're influencing a few people, they're a little more strict. So, or you're really blatant about it, they might yank you down. But it's all good. We know how to make other channels now, so we're all good. Yeah, we're all good, man. So yeah, I'm gonna start coming on a little bit earlier because, like I said, I gotta leave at a set time. What's today? March 2nd? No, May 2nd. May 2nd, 2021. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on too much in the news. I know Liberty Warrior and M&M Broadcasting, they had a good live interview last night out in Riggins. So that was a great video, Mike. Mandy, that was great. That was good. Looks like people know what's going on out there. That's for sure. And that's what we're here to do, right? Wake people up. Sounds like they've been awake for a while out there, so that's awesome. So, all right, that's cool. So yeah, Massasauga is the rattler we have up here in Michigan. I wanted to remember that. Get that out of the way. I don't know. Hey, Shepard. I got all signed up to go to Penn State. Scott McKay's got a rally in Dallas, I believe on the 16th. He's got another one in Penn State, May 22nd. I think it's a Saturday. So Penn State's only 6.5 hours from me. Pretty close to Chabal. So hopefully he can make it there, or we can make arrangements to meet up or something. Sometime he gets on here, sometimes he don't. I think he always watches them. So now I'll text him later and see if we can't work something out. Hi, Vicky. Bet you it's warm down in Georgia. It's warm up here today. It's about 80. Why not? Took the bike out for a little bar burger. New Lothrop, Michigan is where we went. Little bar. Walked in, no one had diapers on. Pretty cool. Kind of funny because I talked about this before, but everyone's, they wanted to shut down the bars and the hair salons and all the places people get together and talk. I know when my wife goes to gets her hair done with my friend Rochelle, they talk a lot. So I think that's what women do at salons, talk a lot. So and on the other hand, that's what guys do at the bar. So we were at the bar today and everyone was talking. There's about 6 guys around the bar and they're all talking. So that's how it happened in back in 1775, stuff like that. Everyone went to the bar, and that's how they got their news. There weren't no cell phones back then. So I know it's kind of weird, but you had to actually talk to people back then. And what's cool is we're kind of doing the same thing now. We're forced to talk to each other, even though it's right now it's on the internet, but we're all going to get together and talk. And that's kind of cool, because when we were all kids, we talked to our neighbors. My dad helped them put a fence up, or vice versa, whatever they needed, in the neighborhood. Everyone got together and cut down a tree or put a fence up, or even other parents will whoop my butt. They didn't have to ask my dad to whoop my butt; they just whooped my butt. So we got away from that I'd say last 30 years, maybe more, maybe 35 years. So it's kind of nice going back to that. But yeah, it was nice seeing everyone in there talking. I think everyone's fed up with the lies we've been fed for a year and a half. And a lot of people are waking up. So I like it. And I can't wait to get with all you guys. Just reading the chat here. Oregon. I say Oregon because I don't see an I in Oregon. But that's just me. I know it's Oregon, but I don't see an I in there, so I say Oregon. But you don't say Oregon in Oregon because they're going to correct you and say Oregon. But Oregon's cool. I like Oregon. Oregon. It's kind of confusing, but yeah. I don't know where he is. Maybe he got busy. Maybe he got bit by a rattlesnake or something. Not that I wish that, but he should be on here. He might be hearing me talk, but he might not be listening to me talk. Shane was on here right off the bat, so Shane remembers we were going to go on a little early today, but Mr. DeHunter apparently didn't, but that's okay. So yeah, the number's up there if you guys want to call in. It's always nice having you guys call in. So yeah, if any of you guys are near Penn State, I'm going to be there on the 22nd. It's a one-day thing. I got the VIP tickets because I want to be up close and personal. I know, what is it? Big Bat. Oh man, I can't remember. Big Bat something. And it gives the whole, basically the whole tour where they're going to be. I forget what the tour is even called, but it goes all over the nation. There's got to be, I'd say 40 cities they're going to stop at. I'll have to count them now, find out. There's quite a few, I know that. And it goes, it's kind of like up and down, up and down. I think they start in Atlanta, they drop down, head out west, go up. And I think they did that because they're going to be in South Dakota on the 4th, or maybe the 2nd through the 5th, or something like that. And then I think they head east. And then they finish up on the West Coast or East Coast, and then they come back down to Atlanta. But it's going to be a pretty big. What's up, Six Finger? Give me a pretty big show. So I got to talk to Scott. So when they get in Michigan, I'd like to get a bunch of bikes together and catch the bus as soon as it comes across the Michigan line and ride with them, escort them, whatever, up to Grand Rapids. I think they're hitting Grand Rapids first. All right, Six Finger, whatever, man. I'm just giving you a hard time, brother. So, yeah, I want to try to meet up with Jabal on the 22nd or 21st. I'm sure we'll be out there a day before. It's at, I believe it's at Penn State College, C3 Coliseum or something. But I believe it's a campus. I believe. But yeah. What else do I got? Not much. I ain't really got too much. I'm just gonna be on here chit chatting with Shane here in a second. Hey Tara. Yep, Vicky, just like the old days. I remember my neighbor helping my dad with everything, and everyone knew everybody. It was pretty nice. What's up, brother?
You know, man.
Not too bad. Nice and warm here today. Kind of nice.
Yeah, a little warm air.
I bet.
Yep, a little warm. Did I hear you correctly? You got a hold of Scott?
I got a hold of Scott. He texted me back last night. We talked for a little bit, just texting. Your boy's here, Shane. He says I'm here. He's in the chat.
Okay. I didn't see him, so.
Yeah. So yeah, I got a hold of my book tickets to Penn State. Got the VIP. Me and the wife's gonna head there. I think another guy at work might want to go. So it'll be a good time.
Yeah, I'm going to make the one down in Dallas for sure.
Awesome.
And then, yeah, I'm trying to get all the people who want to go there to get a hold of me because I want to, if I have to, I'll just rent a bus. We'll all go down together. I don't care.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll take as many as I can.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I know. This morning I talked to. We're working 12 hours. We're like ships in the night. We pass each other in the morning real quick, and nobody wants to get there too early, and nobody wants to stay late. So it's like a 15-minute window, and you want to talk to 3 or 4 people, and you got to kind of wait your turn to talk to them, and then I'm like, hey man, probably gonna go to Penn State. All right, man. All right, I'll probably go. So it's nice getting on here a little bit early, so I can get to work a little early, and we can see what's going on. Can you hear me, Greg?
Oh yeah, I hear you good. Can y'all hear me?
Huh?
Are you reading? Uh-oh. Are you messing with me again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it.
What's up with
Very
the new
colorful.
scenery?
Thank you. Thank you. Got a new better backdrop.
Is that
And this
is
way
that
I'm
the,
gonna-
is that the Oval Office?
This is the Oval Office, sir. See, I even got my flag right there.
So Flashbang let you borrow it, huh?
Wait, what's that? Say again?
Flashbang let you borrow the Oval Office for a minute, huh?
Yes, this is more accurate than the one that he was in. I don't know
Right.
if y'all know that.
It's
So,
real.
Yeah, 'cause I don't see a parking lot behind you. So yeah,
Yes.
you're right.
I could open the blinds, but the sun might blind us. So I'm keeping the blinds closed, but there is real scenery out there. This is not a screen. So anyway, guys, good to see y'all. I got some good stuff for you. I
Yeah.
got some real, yeah, man. I've been hunting away.
Been busy.
So, all in the news. This is just tidbits that I've run across during the day. And here's a good one. I don't know if y'all have read it. Hunter Biden's book. He's got a new book out. And do you know what that guy has for breakfast? Cocaine. Do you know what he has for lunch? Cocaine. Yep. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. When he can't find that, he goes for Parmesan. And I believe it's Reggio Parmigiano is his favorite.
That's the
From what-
best.
Yeah.
Isn't it with the side of meth?
Wait, excuse me. I'm sorry, sir.
Doesn't that come with a side of meth?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought, yeah.
And
That's-
they have a little
that's-
utensil. It's a clear utensil. And they utilize that and a lighter. And man, look, it's exciting stuff. This is
That's methed up.
our kids can learn from these leaders of ours. So
You hear me,
yeah,
Craig?
really. Go ahead. I don't want to steal the show. You guys talk.
No, I just said that's methed up.
Oh, it is methed up. I know.
Yeah.
By the way, you know what's funny? I live in the country, and in the country they like to cook those things out here. And we have some neighbors. They like to ride around the neighborhood on 4-wheelers late at night, and we call that the meth head motocross. And we watch it on our security cameras. It's very exciting. I mean,
Yeah, it sounds fun.
Well, there's nothing out here, so when something like that's going on, it's good fun.
Hey,
So
I got to be honest, man. When I'm down there in Louisiana, and I love you, you guys are my favorite people, but sometimes y'all got to slow down a little bit because I can't understand you.
you're right. I do. I talk fast. I'm sorry. I do. You're
No,
right.
not you. And you don't really have an accent like some of the other ones. But
I had it because I grew up in the city of New Orleans, so I didn't get countrified until later on in life, but yeah, I used to have it was let me tell you, dude.
yeah.
I went over there. Yeah, they talk a lot like that. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really fun.
and it's a great accent. I love it. It's just it's almost like talking a 6-finger.
Oh yeah, but I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
And I can. First couple of times I talked to him, I kind of looked like a deer in headlights for a minute because I was like, well, what's he trying to say? And then, but now it's all good now. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I got new glasses because my buddies were telling me I was wearing my mother's glasses. So now I'm wearing George Michael's glasses. So I hope y'all
I
like
think I'd
those.
go back to your mother's.
yeah,
All right.
I agree, Shane. Gotta have a little faith.
Hell yeah,
Oh, wait,
much better.
Oh my gosh, those are dirty. So anyway, moving on to more news. Oh, here's a little fact about Jeff. You know what? These glasses don't work. I need the higher prescription. Jeff Riddle's, I love Jeff Riddle. He's on, he gets on LinkedIn and he messes with human resources all around our country. He applies for jobs and then he asked them to pay him $500,000 when they ask him what he wants a year. And if they say no, he says, okay, well then $400,000. And I just thought that was a funny fact about Jeff Riddle. I love him for that. That's what I do with telemarketers. So, okay, real news. Bikers for Trump, Back the Blue, Sunday, May 2nd, 1 p.m. And that's going to be in Ladson, South Carolina. And it's going to be at the Honky Tonk Saloon, 192 College Park Road. So May 2nd, if you're a biker, that's a good event to go to. And I know Jeff's a big biker and he likes that kind of stuff. So
I was gonna head there, but I got to work.
no, yeah, that's right. You did mention, yep. So let me see. I had a joke in the beginning, but I ran it by my editor and she said no. So y'all don't get that one. Okay. These are just show points. I wanted to bring up about Scott McKay. I remember watching when the FBI had just knocked on his door. If you remember that, I know Shane remembers it. I know Jeff probably remembers it. And that was just after that January 6th incident. But luckily he said they were really good guys. They were just, it's almost like they sent them out and about,
They were on a fishing trip.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Andy Nogue. I know y'all know Andy Nogue. NGO, last spelling. He's a reporter who's always been in confrontation with Antifa. He was beat up by him a while back, but he's very outspoken against them. And it's just ironic because I was looking at some of his videos and they had a comment on there and it said, Andy Nogue, your days are numbered. This is how it begins. And I think that's an Asian hate crime that they've just committed. He's an Asian man. They just did that, but the news is not going to tell you that. And I'm sorry if I get us in trouble. I hope I know, but I think these words are safe, but you never know the world we live in.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Y'all elaborate on anything. I know Shane's got to have something good.
Well, I'm kind of, I looked around today. I didn't see anything I'd be worth visiting about, really. Nothing real important, but, I'm not going to miss an opportunity to jump on here and listen to you guys either.
Perfect. I'm glad you're here because, look, I got stuff. All right. FBI raided an inn in Alaska in connection with Pelosi's Pelosi. I call her Pelosi. Laptop. This is where they went to the wrong place. This lady had nothing. First of all, it's an inn. They could have knocked on the door, and she's, you want business, you're going to let people in, even if it's the FBI. You don't know what they're there for. They were there for the wrong thing. She had nothing to do with this. Apparently, it was another woman, maybe a similar name. I don't know. But we were already told that some other lady was responsible for that, if y'all remember. So take what you will from that. I'm sorry, I'm slobbering. I'm like my dogs. All right. Okay, next up. If I'm boring you guys, y'all better tell me. Am I going to get fired on the air today? Is it today?
You're not going to get fired.
All right, cool. Because I want to let all the viewers know I'm on a probationary period with Jeff Riddle Productions. I'm glad to be here. And in coordination with Liberty Warrior News Media Network. And I hope to also get involved with the Mental Health News Network, but I haven't got that confirmed yet. So I don't know if he's going to let me in or not. Moving on.
Greg, if I hear anything like that going on, they're fixing to fire you. You know me, I won't tell you.
Thank you, Shane. I was hoping you'd say you'd go along with me, and if it was both of us, they wouldn't do it, just like Jeff was talking about yesterday. but thanks.
If they get rid of me, I'm going to start a channel, and you'll be there anyway. So hell, we all be good.
We'll come back and forth.
Then I'll come over on your channel.
That's
There
why I'm
you
going to come
go.
on his show and talk trash about Jeff Riddle, and then I'll go on Jeff Riddle's and talk trash about Shane Phillips.
There you go.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
Like Days of Our Lives.
Yes,
yeah.
it'll be. That's what people want. They want drama, and we're going to bring it to y'all. So
I'm gonna say we're gonna start sounding like politicians. We keep this up.
we'll make your wildest dreams come true. Okay, Mitt Romney. Speaking of politicians, great segue. Mitt Romney booed. I don't know if y'all got to see it. He was at a convention in Utah Republican convention. And it was funny because they had a guy came out and he tried to calm the crowd down, and they got worse. They just continued. It was wonderful. So we all know he is so here it is. I want to describe it to everybody. The people there in DC, they're one bird, two wings, same boo-boo. Can we say the S word on here? Or are they going to get us for the S word? I'll just say boo-boo. They're boo-boo. Poop. They're poop. There you go. But they're the same thing. They're all together in this. You know, I'm sure there's a few that get in there. They want to do good. But the system is just so, you know, even if you are good, you get in there. I think they have ways of getting you to be with them. So.
You know, I got something to say about that, and I don't know how many people brought this up before, but they're always bitching about all these politicians taking in all this money and buy, you know, to help earn their seats. Well, every one of these politicians that's in there, every one of their seats is bought, whether it's the grassroots money or not. Whoever raises the most money usually wins. So they're buying their seats, and I don't see why we allow that. We need to cut off all funds, and it needs to get away from this third-grade bickering back and forth. These ain't debates anymore. These are who can slander the other one the hardest, and this is not how we're made to be. We need to get back to an honest debate about what we want to do in life instead of sitting up there trying to trash the other. This place would be a whole lot better off. Get back to the way it was supposed to be. But they've lost that. I mean, these presidential debates are getting pathetic. You know, Trump's first one, he was actually pretty good about it because he really didn't knock him a whole lot. You know, he just stated facts. Now, the second one's a little different. He had his belly full of them. But yeah, this is all just a bunch of BS anymore. I'd rather go watch a high school auditorium do the follies than, you know, these debates during election years. It's sad.
Politicians should be like NASCAR, and they should have all their sponsors on their clothes or robe or whatever.
Yep.
Then you know who bought them.
Yep.
Gosh,
that's it.
I mean, that's the problem with politics. That's why nobody good wants to get into politics. You know, there's several people out there that would be great, but it's just so dirty. They come after you. You know, they're going to dig up skeletons.
Or you get Clinton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like I said, you got to clean it up and you got to keep it clean. And power is a funny thing.
I guess people are going to clean that mess up.
Yeah, I mean, it needs. Yeah,
bad.
you're right. He is right about that. All right, let me see what else I had on here. Oh, here's a funny thing I was thinking about. You remember we used to be called the Great Melting Pot. You remember the Great Melting Pot of America? And we embrace that. And we really dig it down here because we make a gumbo. And a gumbo is basically, it's all the different, you know, you have all these little different things, like a little chicken, you got a little vegetable, you got a little sauce, and you bring them all together and put them in a big pot. Well, first you make a roux. That's the first thing you got to do. You got to make a roux for the base. And, but all these little, and, you know, it could be anything. It could be shrimp. It could be frog legs. It could be, you know, whatever. Gumbo is going to be good no matter what you put in it. So, but anyway, sorry. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet. I'm talking about gumbo. Sorry. But we were always known as a melting pot in America. And then here's my question about that. Who put us in this pot? And why are they cooking us? It's right there in front of us, guys.
Good question.
Man, you know, All right, maybe I'm getting too philosophical. Oh, here's a good one. Seen at Sam's by my wife. My pillows. They were at Sam's. So Jimmy, you know, I watched the Jimmy Kimmel show, and I believe Mike Lindell did an awesome job. He kept his head. He laughed at himself. You know, Jimmy ended up looking like the evil one in that exchange, and I call that a win. You know, if you keep your head, keep your cool, throw the love out there, you win, as far as I'm concerned. So, but yeah, you can get them at Sam's. So he was wrong about them being kicked out of all stores.
Just most of them.
Just most of them. But he did better with online sales due to it, you know.
Well,
I never bought Goya before. As soon as that stuff happened, I'm buying Goya every week when I go to the grocery.
Yeah.
So go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
No, I was just going to say that exact same thing. That's where you're going to hurt them. You're either going to help them if you like them, like Mike Lindell, Goya. There's probably a bunch of others I can't think of, but and then on the other side, you're going to hurt them. Coca-Cola. That's how you hurt them. You hurt them in the wallet.
First time I've ever seen Coke cheaper than Pepsi.
Yeah, you're right, huh?
I like Coke, but I'm not going to buy it. Luckily, Dr. Pepper, that's like my second favorite. That's kind of all by themselves too. So I just need to quit drinking pop, period.
Did you try the Dr. Pepper Zero Cherry? I hate cherry, and it's phenomenal, dude.
We got Dr. Pepper cream soda.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep. We drink a lot of cream soda down here.
Yep. Good stuff.
By the way, Shepherd of the Forest loves gumbo. I want to put that out there because she is the best. I listened to you last night, Shep. I was there. She's boycotting Coke she's also boycotting Coke. Hey, Tara. Let me say hello to everybody in the chat. Hey, Dave, Matt. Hey, Six Fingers here. See if we can get him in here.
He's kind of bouncing around on some other, he's cheating on us with some other channel.
I was on She Knows with him earlier. Well, it was some other channel that had She Knows on there.
I seen you guys on there.
I got emotional. I was watching they were doing the singing, and I commented on it, and I literally started crying. Like, my testosterone levels are plummeting, but they're not. I know.
You gotta get some pills for that, bro.
I went to the doctor. He said I'm above normal for my age.
Yeah.
He's a little Vietnamese guy. I love him, Dr. Tran. I give him hugs every time. Well, since COVID, I can't give him hugs, but I did give him a hug before the whole outbreak. Can I say that word on here? I'm sorry.
Hugs?
Forget the word. No, the 19 word. I'm sorry. I said the wrong word. But anyway, he's a great little guy. I got a good story. This is well, it's not a good story. It's an awful story. And I want us to pray for this woman. I can't say the refinery. It's a local refinery here. And she has worked for this refinery for 30 years. And I mean, just an incredible person, you know, especially from what I hear from her friends. And she was given the walking papers. And she wasn't alone. There was, several. And there's probably more to come.
Yeah.
So, and that's real. That's happening, So we supply the nation with gas a lot. A lot of that comes through here, just being a big port city in New Orleans. So, and those refineries are key to the nation's, fuel consumption. So.
David Matt says that he heard Coke owns Pepsi. Now I don't know. I don't know. I hadn't seen anything on that. Last I knew, Pepsi was independent.
I did hear that. I thought they were separate. They were back in the day.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave loves calling me preach.
I'd like to have that intel. I'd like to read that. So
hey, Brittany's here. Yeah, you're right. Because
I hear Coke might have tried buying Pepsi out back in the day. That'd be something to look into.
I'd heard that years ago, but I hadn't heard anything recently because I know Pepsi says no, we're not selling. They become the #1 brand. The only time I buy Cokes when I'm having Crown.
Yeah,
Crown and Pepsi just don't taste right.
you're right. You're right,
Yeah.
huh?
I don't like Pepsi. Too syrupy.
Well, I drink Pepsi because I was drinking Coca-Cola all the time, and I started getting heartburn when I go to bed at night. Laid off that Coca-Cola, so that's acidic. So I went to Pepsi.
Yeah, due to the diabetes, I got to drink Coke Zero, and I love Coke Zero, and they messed it up. But like Jeff said, you can go to Diet Dr. Pepper, which is incredible. That's probably the best diet drink. That tastes closest to the real thing.
It's all bad for us. We know that.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I mostly drink coffee and coffee. It's pretty much all I drink. Which is probably bad for us. All right. Oh, here's another one. Daylight savings time. Every year we are just screwed up by daylight savings time. Think about it. I'm messed up for at least 2 weeks, if not longer. Is that intentional? I mean, I know it was a great thought about the economy, wanting to keep other shopping. Look, let's just stick with what he gave us. That's all I want to do. If we could just do that, that would probably be the best for us all.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about that?
Who was that philosopher who said time is a figment of your imagination? Time is created by man, not God.
Yep.
We're the ones that put our own health at risk and our own sanity at risk by giving us timelines.
Yeah. I'm going to go to work for an hour tonight, and I'm going to tell them I was there for 12.
There you go. You get away with that, let me know.
I'm a thinker, man.
Idea. That is. That is. Do less, get paid more. It's the American way. Okay, let me check the chats. Let's see what's going on here. Oh boy. Shep's giving out drinking. Simply Orange. Oh, Gold Leaf Tea. That's a good one. That's real good.
I do ginger tea.
Dave's probably right. Dang, drink water. He's right. That's the best way to go.
But you don't know what's in the water neither.
Even the water. And then you got, what about a buddy of mine's dad just bought a machine. It's like $4,000, a water purification setup. And it comes with its own bottles because just the plastic alone is leaching into, And what's funny is with the kids, when they're playing outside, like my cousin's kids, they were playing outside one day. They're all, thirsty and hot. And they're like, Dad, we need water. We're out of bottled water. He's like, the hose. Drink out of the. They weren't going to have it. They thought we were crazy for suggesting that they drink out of a hose, which we did as kids, and we probably
I
had
wouldn't recommend it in the city. I wouldn't recommend it in any big town or city, but out in the country where you got well water, that's the best thing in the world for you.
Yep, I'm on well.
They put so much chlorine and fluoride in your water now. They say fluoride's good for you. Well, it is to a point. But fluoride internally is bad on your bones. It makes your bones brittle. It eats you from the inside out. Now, fluoride on your teeth, like your ivory on your teeth, you'll look and you'll start seeing white spots on there. Lay off that fluoride and go to baking soda because it's eating that enamel off your teeth. So fluoride's not as good as what they say.
Fluoride was put in Prozac to keep everyone calm.
Yep. That's it.
And with the fluoride, I don't know if y'all know this, they did a test with it. A guy drank the tap water that had the fluoride in it. Well, they tested the tap water. It had fluoride in it. Drank it, spit it out. The tap water was clean. That's how it transferred to his body that fast. So, and if anybody wants to dispute that, please try. It is fact, I believe.
I'd like to take different bottles of water to a college and have them find out what's in it. That'd be pretty interesting.
And you're in an area where the water had a situation in your area.
Yep.
So that hits close to home, So have they solved that problem for y'all up there, or?
Not really. They got a lawsuit. Jimmy, he lives in Flint. right on the border there, and I don't think he can drink the water. Certain places you couldn't even really shower. That's how bad it was. I think they kind of put a Band-Aid on it, but I don't think it's fixed.
What was it? Sulfur?
From what I understand, the pipes were bad, and they didn't get Flint. We had the water coming from, I think, either Detroit or Port Huron, and they wanted, I guess, Detroit or whatever was charging them too much. They wanted to go on their own. They wanted to go on their own by a certain date or something, and it just wasn't ready, and they just went with it anyway. But people knew about it, and people have died. People have died. Tried that. We're looking into things. Let's just say that up here.
That's
the foreman of the water plant. He ended up dying middle of the night. Some other lady that was going to sue somebody ended up dying. Those are just two off the top of my head, but and just look it up yourselves, because I could be way off, but
that's nuts, man. That is nuts.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Dave Matt just said even Dr. Pepper says bottled by Coke.
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to say the S word. We're going to have to come up with our own soda. Jeff Riddle soda coming to a store near you soon. And we're going to use real Louisiana cane sugar.
Well,
I don't know if y'all, Abita beer. I don't know. Have you ever heard of Abita beer? That's we have a brewery down here. It's called Abita. Well, it's in the town of Abita Springs, and they have their own aquifer underneath the town, which is a clean source of artesian water is what they call it. And so they bottle beer there, and they make an Abita beer root beer, and it has pure Louisiana cane sugar in it, and it's incredible. Just that. Well, I can't have that anymore, but y'all could enjoy that. So, let's see. Gosh, Shepherd drinks a Fresca Minute Maid. That's
Minute Maid's Coke, isn't it?
I don't know if Minute Maid is or not. I used to love Country Time Lemonade. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yep.
Hey, every once in a while, Liberty will have some Tang. Remember Tang?
Yes. How does he get? Where does he get that from?
He's got, it's liquid, I believe. But I remember when I was a kid, it come in like Kool-Aid, like powder.
Yeah, it was a powder. Yeah.
Yeah, it's what the astronauts drank.
Astronauts. Yep.
Yeah.
I remember it. Yeah. And Kool-Aid guy was always running through people's walls in their house. I don't know if y'all remember. I mean,
he was all jacked up on sugar. That's the problem. There
had to be tons of law. I'm surprised Kool-Aid has made it this far and not been sued off the planet for all the houses he destroyed. So, gosh, yeah, Shepard said they're all Coke products. So, and that's what happens. The big monster has eaten all the little, fish.
I got something about that. So a while ago, I believe Bill Gates wanted to get with Coke, because Coke has coolers. You can get a Coke anywhere in the world within like 7 hours, I believe. You guys look this up. So that's why Bill Gates wanted to partner with Coke to keep the cold. So how powerful is that? You can have a Coke anywhere in the world, I believe, in less than 7 hours. I believe. You guys look it up.
That's pretty cool.
But
Shepard Shepard keeps ruining our drink choices. She said Powerade is also so y'all can't have that either. Is Gatorade? I wonder if Gatorade is on that.
On Red Bull.
Ooh.
I know Gatorade was originated in Florida by the Gators.
Yep.
Florida Gators. Scientists designed their own Gatorade.
I don't think they sold out though.
I don't think they ever did. I think they still own all the rights, all the patents to it.
I think so.
Now it is licensed to another company, but they still own all the patents.
So now, Craig, you brought up sugar. So now you go to pretty much anywhere. You go to Hawaii, you go to Cuba, they were all now Coke controlled all that, and they had slaves for the sugar cane. So Hawaii was a big slave trade.
Yep.
Maybe not a slave trade, but they had slave labor there, right? So Cuba,
yes.
all the third world countries, maybe not all of them, but most of them, anywhere where they controlled it. And I believe Cuba was one of those places too. So it could have been tied in with one of those wars we had over there.
Yep.
Maybe. I could be wrong.
Well, and the Caribbean island, look at all the Caribbean islands that, were established on different, what was it? The triangle. You remember the triangle trade that we learned about in school and all that stuff? It kind of hits with that. And there was, but I'm sure Hawaii had a big pineapple crop as well.
Yeah.
Didn't it? Isn't that big there? So
I think Taiwan's got the biggest pineapple crops in the world. I think it's Taiwan that has that. They're the biggest.
Wow.
Yeah, I know Hawaii's got some, but I don't think Dole is on Oahu.
Yeah.
I think Shepherd lived over, but she was on the Big Island, I believe. But yeah, all interesting.
Six Finger just brought up George Carlin. He's right. I remember he's the one who came up with the term. It's the Bacon Wrapped Shrimp Club, and you ain't in it.
Yeah.
That was one of his famous ones.
Yeah,
Pepsi owns Gatorade, so therefore Coke owns Gatorade. That's from Shep. Oh, wait. Red Bull's is privately owned, so it's out of Austria. So you're good on Red Bull, Jeff.
Well,
does it give you wings? That's what I heard.
Sometimes it does. You drink about 6 in an hour. I don't even take the car to work when I do that. I just run to work.
That is great.
Yeah, it's good on gas.
It does, yeah, especially nowadays.
Well, it's about the same.
You're going to need that.
So you're talking about them power drinks. When I was produce manager over in Oklahoma City, we had a pallet of Monster drinks fall off the back of the pallet and hit the floor, but we couldn't do nothing about it. This pallet's huge, and we had pallets all around it. Well, we'll just clean it up. When we get to the bottom, we can move that pallet. About 3 weeks later, we was moving that pallet, and that old concrete was scalded out with that Monster drink and eat all the concrete out. There's about 1.5 inches deep with that Monster. All them cans broke, just ate through the concrete. We're letting our kids pour this shit in their belly. Now, they say your stomach acid is more potent than it, but that's still, you don't need to add to it.
Yeah, you're right.
Reminds me of another story. Don't remember where I heard it from. This guy found a mouse in a Mountain Dew. So, of course, he wants to sue Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew had the audacity to say, that's impossible. So the mouse wouldn't have been in there. The Mountain Dew would have consumed the mouse.
They're right. They are right.
I'll tell you what,
my
Bob
and Doug. Oh, good.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Shane. I'm sorry.
My brother-in-law, he's drinking a canned Pepsi, and I got away with canned Pepsi for a long time because we found something furry in there because he found it in his mouth and went to spitting it up. So I don't know what the hell it was, but I didn't stick around long enough to look at it either. That was gross.
That reminds me of Bob and Doug McKenzie. You remember Take Off to the Great White North? I don't know if you remember that movie with those guys. It was Rick Moranis and I forget the other comedian's name. And they were all about the beer. And they talked about putting a baby mouse in the beer bottle, and then they raise him up so he gets big, They go and try to claim for free beer is what they're trying to get. But that's where that really, I think that's where it started. So let's see.
I don't know. Yeah, Shepherd.
Oh,
Limitless.
Limitless. Shep, I'm sorry, I'm bringing up chats. Limitless was just brought up by Shepherd. Very relevant. Almost reminds me of something that may start with an A that they get from, and they drink and it makes them feel whatever. I don't know what they feel. Younger, it's supposed to be. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure they have one of those pills, but just not available to us.
Yes, you are
call it whatever
correct.
you want, just like you said. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a great movie. I thought it was a good movie.
Oh yeah, yeah. But that's another thing. I can't watch a lot of people now
No,
because I think of what they might have done.
yeah,
And
makes me sick.
yeah, Jimmy Kimmel's one of those. You
Yeah.
know, he's really
Sold his soul.
something's behind that, man. That's
Yeah,
all I
sold
got.
his soul, man.
Yeah.
They don't let you get that powerful by just being a good dude or a good gal.
Mhm.
You're doing something. You're paying something. So
Yeah.
that brings up a question. I've had this on my mind for a while now. So when you die, does your soul live on forever?
I believe so. And I believe this, where we are now, is because if you read in the scripture, I read the scriptures and I take the words, you know, and I have to read it over and over again. So I kind of pick up things that people miss maybe. And, you know, it's always said that the world is the devil's, you know, it's really the devil's. And the devil works for God. So, but it's almost like this is a stepping stone before we can go to the next rehab facility. Think of it as a rehab facility. I have a friend has a place in New Orleans Mission, and they take people, drug addicts over in New Orleans, and they go there. Now, after 90 days, they apply to come over here to the North Shore and go to the real nice retreat center that they have here. And they're, you know, really that's where they, you know, they really find the Lord. I mean, they really do. They help these guys out. But the place in New Orleans can be not nice, you know, just because of what you're dealing with. You know, I've heard stories, oh, they got rats this big, you know. Well, hey, that's New Orleans. They have rats this big. They're, you know, it's crazy. But it's just, you know, it's kind of like that. So, you know, we're here, but it's almost a test for us, and then we get to move on to the next level. Or we go somewhere else. You know, I don't believe in a purgatory. I know that's big with people. I just, that's personal, you know, and everybody's got their own beliefs.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one thing that takes fear from me is I know I'm going to a better place. You know, I know all my worry and my stress is down here on earth. And like, that's why you hear all these people with almost have a death experience and the peace they feel. You know, and then some people will go, oh, well, that's a chemical in the brain. That's really, you know, science loves to come in there and put its little thing in there. But it's a personal thing, you know.
That reminds me of Michael Jaco and Carmen Struder, and I can't remember who they had on. And I didn't watch the whole video. I just watched a little bit of it, and I got squirreled and whatever. But I'm gonna go back and watch it tonight. They talk about how the brain changes or reacts, I guess, from a positive situation to a negative situation, which is, I didn't get too far into it, but that's going to be something I'm going to go check out because we all know positive affirmations or all that is real good. And then negative, you just find yourself stressed out and just not in a good situation. So they always have people like that on there.
Yep.
But I'm going to definitely go watch that. So if you guys are interested in that, Michael Jaco, Carmen Struder, I can't remember the lady's name. I'm going to try to look it up on my phone.
I love Jaco. Jaco is so into it, man, with his, and look, even with the remote viewing, you know, he knows a lot about all that. And, you know, that's the men. I can go do that right now. The men that stare at goats. I have goats in the backyard. I can go stare at them right now. Did y'all ever see that movie with George Clooney? The Men That Stare at Goats. It was about all that, you know. Heck, we're going to, can we say the MK Ultra? Can we say that? Is that fine?
You can say whatever you want.
Okay. Well, you know, and MK Ultra, it all ties, you know, this has all been going on for a long time. I mean, just like history never repeats. That's what they love to tell you. Well, Shepard's reading now this stuff to me at night that I make it sound personal. She's on her computer. I'm on my computer. But it's all the same stuff, man. It's coming back around again. Andrew Jackson had to deal with a lot of this, the same entities that our buddy Scott McKay talks about, and that Shane knows about. So
I found that video, Craig. It says, how does the brain of someone that is negative operate and why? So if you guys can see that, it's the middle one there.
Yep.
So if you guys want to check it out.
I'm on, so I'm on him. I get hit. And it's funny? So many people post other people's stuff, which is great. Like Scott. Scott gets it a lot. Scott.
He gets beat up pretty bad. He gets beat up pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm not the smartest person, so if someone's a lot smarter than me, which most of you are, then I'll use your stuff. But I'll give you credit for it. I'll just say it's from you because look at Elon Musk. Anyone that's look at you name them, man. They're probably Bill Gates and probably what's his name, Steve Jobs. You don't have to be the smartest person. Just surround yourself with. I don't know if Albert Einstein said that or not, but just surround yourself with smart people.
Yep.
Who was that? Was it Alexander Graham Bell who did that? Wasn't he notorious for stealing others' work?
Yeah.
Taking the full credit for his inventor.
He stole some of Tesla's stuff, I believe.
I believe so. Yep.
Yeah.
I hope we start hearing a little more about that wonderful Nikola Tesla soon. I hope we start hearing some wonderful things about contributions he may have made to us.
Well, I hear they got all that information.
Well, you know who worked for Tesla, don't you?
John
And Donald's dad.
Yep.
They both worked with him. Guess who got to hang out in the shop with him?
little DJ. Kind of like.
And you wonder why he knows so damn much. He's been in this game a long time.
You know the monkey, Curious George?
Yep.
You know what that's about?
The man in the yellow hat. I don't know. What is that about?
That's about, I think, the first president, George Sr., was hanging out with, was it Tesla, Shane?
Well, it was one of his associates. I don't think it was directly with Tesla because of
snooping around.
Yeah. He was the one trying to steal all that information. He was getting it from the old boy's name started with an H, and I can't think of his name right offhand. I'll have to go back and look. But yeah, it was one of his associates was doing some of the designing and engineering with him.
Yep. So he was always hanging around the shop.
Yep.
Curious.
Wow.
Interesting. Yep.
That is interesting. Shep just brought up, I want to bring it up. She can't with Jaco. She says no. And then, which I think is great. But CIA vault.
She don't get along with him, or she don't like some of his stuff.
She said the CIA vault has all of the remote viewing documents unclassified. And she was just looking at it. So, and that's interesting stuff. I heard about that a long time ago, how they could, go to a spot in time with coordinates and actually see what was going on there, which
Project Looking Glass is what
that
was. Yep.
Project Looking Glass.
Yep. And the Black Hats and White Hats both used to look at that. Bad thing is, Black Hats quit using it because it wasn't doing them any good anymore because they couldn't see any way it was going to turn out different no matter what scenario they put in it. Yeah. So there was no sense in them looking at it. They knew what the outcome was going to be. They just didn't know when.
Future. That movie they made, that was there's a bunch of comms in there.
There is.
All interesting, man.
Remember the DeLorean that had the Aryan flux?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Go back and look at Tesla's work.
Right.
The Aryan flux is in there. He called it something else, but it's the same damn thing. Yep.
When this baby reaches 88 miles an hour.
I don't know where the hell they come up with that. But
2.21 gigawatts.
Those were laser measurements for you.
What about the book of of Little Baron Trump.
Yeah, that's an interesting. That's
It,
interesting.
written by Ingersoll. I can't
Rand.
remember. Is it Rand? Is that the last? What was the last name? It was Ingersoll. Somebody wrote it. I forget the author's name.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Ingersoll Rand or not.
Ingersoll Rand's a motor producer. He
That
builds
is,
motors.
oh, yeah, that's the because we all see that the Ingersoll Rand generators, torque, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
they used to be huge back in the day.
Oh yeah, but
Oh,
look,
yeah, back in the 30s and 40s,
Yeah.
it's huge.
that's still some of the
Yeah.
best equipment. Yeah.
Yeah, I worked
Yeah,
for
They
them
make some,
over
yeah,
in
they make
Rockford,
some of the best
Illinois.
compressors.
But what that book has in it, and when it was written, it is just it's wild. It is wild. Look, this all started out wild. What about the Simpsons episode of Trump coming down the escalator, and then it happens, and the yellow. They even had. I don't know if you saw it. There was somebody holding a little girl holding a yellow sign or whatever, and it drops in the Simpson cartoon, which was done before this event. And it drops in that, was that meant to be, was that maybe that was put out there to show us,
Well, we've been warned our whole lives what's going to happen. Then when it happens, you're not really surprised. So I'm gonna be a millionaire, and you guys won't be surprised when that happens. See what I'm
that's
saying?
good. Yeah. I hope we can hang out with you like Billy Madison's friends. We'll just be out by the pool.
Well, Adam Sandler, is a piece of crap,
I know. And it's, what,
and
that's,
all his
that's
friends are a piece of crap.
it's horrible, man. I know. And that was one of my favorite, Bobby Boucher. Gosh.
Yeah. I know, man.
Yeah,
I know.
it's disheartening. It really is. Some of the
What
people
about
we used to look up to are the biggest scumbags in the world. And Ship, yes, you are correct. Those start at 3,000 and go up. I seen some of them in there for $4,300, $4,800. I thought that's a little pricey for, simple folks like us. But yeah, I seen them prices.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Michael Jacobs classes.
Yeah, it's Jayco's training.
Yeah. Now you got all kinds of training, not just soul ascension, but combat training. He's got all kinds.
We need to start a training channel.
Yeah. I'll run the camera.
I'll be like Chris Farley. I'll be a motivational speaker down by the river. What are you gonna do, Craig?
I was man, Farley would have been a great choice. You're right. Gosh, I'm gonna have to think about that one.
So, what do you think about Farley? You think?
I loved Farley. I mean, I don't think, I don't. Gosh, it's hard to say. He was involved with that organization. Even though he had gotten away from that organization at the time of his death. The Saturday Night organization. And
well, you remember his best friend was Dana Carvey.
And
Dana Carvey is deep into that.
Yeah.
He has been ever since he got into the business.
So maybe I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. Maybe he was sacrificed.
It's a very good
I
possibility.
don't know.
That's kind of what I thought.
I don't know. They did it with who they do it with? Cedric the Entertainer?
Yeah.
Or no.
Bernie Mac.
Yep.
Bernie Mac.
Yep. Yeah, those three sacrificed him, basically threw him under the bus. So now, from what I hear, right, you got the crossroads, so you can go there, you can sell your soul, and then it's like I think they call it like a wheel of fortune. So I'm gonna go sell my soul. I spend this wheel of fortune, hypothetically, and then you get a number. So whatever number that is, Kenny Rogers' number was 81. He died at 81. And I think everyone's kind of got that kind of type of thing, but it's just stuff mind blowing. And you can believe it. Or,
oh yeah. What about the connection with Bob Hope in Bohemian Grove? He used to do, and the worshiping of Moloch and the and there's little, if y'all don't know out there, look it up. It's pretty common. They even talk about it on Joe Rogan's show.
Alex Jones snuck on to Bohemian Grove.
Yes.
And called some senator, or I can't remember the guy's name out there. They kind of got into it. He said, "Oh, I just walked on." And the guy's like, "Well, there's a no trespassing sign and blah, blah, blah." And kind of got into it. I can't remember the guy's name.
Because he had an attorney guy that he met, and the guy got him in there. The attorney that he met. I remember hearing the story about that. And, what about Sammy Davis Jr.? He was a known Satan worshiper. Yeah. That's even in a go watch Eddie Murphy talking to Jerry Seinfeld in Comedians and Coffee or Cars and Coffee, whatever that little program. He says it to Jerry Seinfeld. He goes, you know, Sammy was a Satan worshiper. And, you know, it's in that episode. So, and we all, Hollywood, that was very prevalent. They had some church Satan there, and he was actually a high up in the military as well.
I think Shep just correct. She's right. It was David Spade, not Dana Carvey. It was David Spade that was his best friend.
All right. So now who's his sister? David Spade's sister.
I'm not sure of that.
Kate Spade.
Wait, is that my connection?
Right.
Connection's going crazy. Oh, my internet is unstable.
Kate Spade. She was killed.
Okay.
We
I hadn't heard that.
What's that, Shane?
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, there's something going on with that one too.
I think last I knew, David Spade was still alive, but he was in house arrest or something.
Yeah.
Every time he makes a video anymore, it's in his house. You don't ever see him out.
I believe his sister's Kate Spade.
Sorry. Did y'all hear me yelling? I thought I got kicked off.
We must be unstable internet.
I'm good. That was me, I think.
Yeah,
sorry,
guys.
Didn't
go nowhere.
Sorry, honey. I didn't mean to yell at you. I was yelling at my wife. What did you do? The internet's broken. Get off of that damn game.
You're safer to yell at us because you got to sleep with your wife.
Oh, you're right. And she has, and I bought her a Pew Pew. Not thinking. She keeps it right by the bed. She loves it. So hopefully I do good. All right. Oh, gosh. Anthony Bourdain. Shep, you're onto it. He was supposedly in a room at was it the Standard? Is it the Standard Hotel? I believe is the name of it. And somebody who we all know is a shady, shifty kind of character was in the room next to him, maybe abusing someone that was not of age.
Isn't that where Belushi died?
I think there's been several of them dying at that hotel.
And
it's always been in the bathroom.
Yep. What do you think about Simon Cowell? Did you freeze up, Craig? Or are you just thinking? Huh? There he froze up. Like a popsicle. Yeah, so I was trying to think of this blues player that wasn't really worth anything. He was hanging out with these other guys down in New Orleans, I believe, and he disappeared for 2 years. So he comes back and he's playing stuff that's no one ever even heard of. But I can't remember his name. That's what I was trying to look up. One of the best blues players ever, but he wasn't at the time. So I don't know. Yeah, all interesting stuff. Devil. Yeah, went to the crossroads. Yep. So now you got Bone Thugs and Harmony. When you listen to that song, read the lyrics as they're saying them. They're telling you about it. Pretty interesting. Good song, by the way. I like that song. But
yeah, I think that's one of their most popular ones, as a matter of fact.
You know, here's one. You know, this stuff started creeping into the country music a little bit.
Yeah.
What really scares me is, Gwen Stefani got with Blake Shelton, and she was pretty deep in that. I just hope like hell he's fixing her and she ain't fixing him.
Well, he's got to be.
And that's sad because I loved his music.
Yeah.
But then I got to think about another song of Trace Atkins. He sings. His title of his song, Chrome.
Yeah.
Really makes me wonder, go back and listen to the words.
All right, we'll go back to the Beatles.
Yeah.
They've been what's his face been killed a long time ago. They got a cover of them holding a bunch of half-eaten babies. Now go to what's his face country singer that has like eight number one hits. Luke Combs.
Luke Combs. Yeah.
You don't get they don't give you you don't get 8 number one songs by doing it yourself. They let you do that. And then he just got into it with Upchurch, and well, they didn't really get into it. Luke Combs apologized to the world about having a rebel flag or something. So that tells you what he's up to now. He's a sellout, in my opinion. It's all my opinion. But
hey, I'm going to jump off of here before I cut out. My internet is messing up, but I pretty much gave y'all everything I had.
they're watching you, man.
That's what's going on. We said too many true things tonight.
You said too many true things.
You're right. They're personally attacking. You're right. They're going only after me. That's weird, huh?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
All right. One last thing before I go. I hope I don't lose out. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Enjoy, boys. Love y'all. Good
All right.
Seeing you. Signing off, man.
Yeah, we're
Y'all
getting off
continue
here
on.
too.
No, continue on. I want to watch.
No, I got to go.
All right. Go to work.
See, that's why we come on early. See, Shane and I were on here early, but
I was late to the party.
you weren't on here. So tomorrow we'll probably try to do it right around a little after 4. We'll try to do this again. I don't know if you're on, but I'm going to Penn State on May 22nd. I don't know if you heard that or not.
Okay. No, I didn't.
Yeah, so I got tickets with for Scott McKay's shindig or whatever up there. Shane's gonna go to Dallas, and I'm going to Penn State.
So it's at Penn State.
There's one in Dallas first on the 16th. Shane's going to
Shane
that
told
one.
me about that one. Yeah. Yep.
And then I'm going to the one. I already got tickets. The wife and I are going. We're going to be VIPs. We're going to roll out the red carpet for us and everything.
Dude, nice.
Probably not, but I like to run my mouth a little bit and speak things into existence.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So
I called last night on them. He has VIP tickets, and he's got one above that. It's called All Access, and then he's got just a general council. And now this is just in Dallas, not the one.
okay.
Yeah, Ben only has a VIP and general admission, but the one in Dallas has All Access. I called to get on one of them, and they're a little price of $500 ticket. But the VIPs are $250, and then general admission's $50.
See,
So I've got to buy right now 4 $250 tickets for me, my 2 brothers, and another guy.
yeah, they just had the $100 and $50. I got 2 $100 VIPs, but that might be a good idea. We might have to go on tour, and we might have to sell tickets. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna have to sell tickets just so we can buy tickets.
Right.
Yes.
We're gonna have to sell
start
tickets
scalping them.
to get gas money to get there.
We're gonna have to start scalping tickets.
But I don't know, man. We got to do something. We can't let Scott and those guys have all the fun. We gotta do something. We'll get a little school bus or something. I'll swing by and pick you up, or I'll get an ice cream truck. I'll come by and pick you all up.
Oh, the ice cream trucks now. Yeah,
Yeah,
ice cream.
with everybody.
That's what we're gonna
I don't
do.
mind the ice cream. I don't mind the ice cream, but that bell's coming off that thing.
No, we're gonna get the musical one. Do 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 do.
Oh man, I'll drive behind you in the truck. Then that drive me.
God, I used to love hearing that beautiful music come running through the neighborhood as a kid.
Yeah, no.
Well, love you boys. I'm getting out of here. I'm signing off. You know what? I forget.
Hey,
I might not be able to get out of here.
we tried doing that. Like, we we gotta start a little earlier when we want to try to get off. That way we get off in a regular time.
What time are we at?
It happened to us last time. I tried getting off and then we went, 15, 20 minutes later.
You're early still. You could go another hour. I mean, well, another 45 minutes if y'all wanted to.
I got to leave here in about 8 minutes.
Oh yeah, you're perfect timing then. We did
So what do you
perfect.
think about M&M production there in Riggins, Idaho? That was a good interview Mike did. Mike and Mandy.
Loved it. Yes, Mike
Yeah.
and Mandy did wonderful. That was
Yeah.
awesome. And it was really cool to see that area. you
Yeah,
know?
that guy was awesome. It was. I noticed he put it on his second channel, which is pretty smart.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yep.
if it was live or not. I don't think it was live.
There was
But
only
still.
one. No, it was. There was only one F-bomb from a guy walking
Yeah,
up, yelling at his friends. But
Yeah.
that was it.
you can say that. You just can't say the vacation word.
It's crazy.
You know?
Gosh. Nuts, man. Nuts. Love you, boys.
All right, man. I'm getting out of here.
Two fingers.
See y'all later.
See you
We'll
tomorrow,
this
guys.
evening.
See you tonight, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, see you
See you
I'll be
tonight.
in the chats.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, love
y'all.
y'all. I'll
See
see you
you,
in the
man.
chat.
See you.
See y'all.
Yep.
All right, Jeff.
All
I'll
right,
get
buddy.
out. See
See
you later.